Chill. Get us in with the banner, Margie. Hello, hi, salutations, greetings. My name's Marge. I'm Hyoka Empath. I just like to have these little talks on what I feel about things. Being Hyoka, full spectrum feelings, man. Sometimes, well, that's why I meditate state. Sometimes I just don't want to feel. Sometimes I just want to exist. I just don't want to feel anything. Being so in tuned, and one of these people has a lot of pain, physical pain. Spend a lot of time ignoring, rising above, transmute, whatever. Some days I am successful, some days I'm not. I just try not to be crabby because of it, and some days I'm successful and some days I'm not. Most days I'm successful. I danced around a lot today. And then I got noticed. I got all mad, threw a tantrum this afternoon. Started this video, called it No Wonder. I'm like, no wonder the whole world's in the toilet. People are dumb, man. And then Zach on Gematria Effect, he was just, that's why I was tardy. I got carried away. He's reading a book, and I'm like, dude, this could be like the astrology signs, you know. Anyway, he's live, and I was like, oh shit, I set up a live. And sometimes I just randomly put the time and like out for a couple hours, and then hope I'm done with all my chores in time. Mom just had her ice cream. Anyway, so just, you know, people just, I never got away with substandard performance ever, and the whole world has become substandard. It's so weird. People like to send me, and like go down to the post office, you know. Maybe I'll start doing my art again, and maybe I'll start having to go to the post office to send people things. But man, it's like, shoot, she got noticed that like one thing got sent to me is going back to France. And it's like, what the frick? I do what I'm supposed to do. Mark all the T's. Here's the, you know, freaking, it's stupid, dude. It's stupid. It's dumb. That people put an address, it's all you do is match numbers and put shit in a slot. And people got so late. Dude, but that's, it couldn't get past Albuquerque. You know, but it's the fucking joys of living in a small fucking podunk town, man. But that's no excuse, man. People just don't have no work ethic. They want to get paid for doing nothing. So they sit around and they do nothing. And then I don't get my shit. I've been waiting for a fucking wagon that I ordered from Overstock like a fucking month ago. It's not acceptable. You know? And people want to just go to technology. Oh, just go let technology run everything, and technology is freaking fallible. You want to know why? Because it's made by man, and man are fucking lazy and fallible. Yeah, so that shit ain't gonna work, man. So frustrating, man. People just can't even do what they get fucking paid to do. I went to the flower shop today, right? I hate these freaking, you know. So I wear it under my nose, right? And I started and I pulled it, and I pulled it up like right here. And she's like, "Yeah, I was gonna say." I'm like, "You were gonna say what? You give a fuck about health because you're about freaking 4'10" and probably close to 200 pounds. So you really give a shit about health, huh?" I did not say that. But this is the logic. This is why I don't even like to participate in the world, because it doesn't make any fucking sense. Because people get paid to be scared. And I hate face. I got a nice fucking smile, man. Cost me $4 grand. because I'm a single person, and single people don't get discounts for their orthodonture. No, all your vermin, all your kids do, but grown-ups, no, they don't. Not at Creighton University. The Jesuits, stingy, cheapskate motherfuckers. Those creepy Jesuits, man. They're creepy. So, I worked at a Jesuit university. It's twisted, it's weird. Everybody knew where the tunnels were. College culture is weird anyway. Another kid got freaking, he's on life support. They're just keeping his organs alive long enough to get him to the donators so he can help people live on, because... So how does that work if he dies of alcohol poisoning? Wouldn't, you can't really donate his liver, can you? Because it's full of freaking liver. You gotta flush that shit. How does that work? It's just drinking, and people have free will. They just use it to do weird stuff. They don't do it to advance the world, to put the world in better standing and help their neighbors. No, they don't use their energy for that. And look around. How many people lost their personal accountability for their own health and well-being? Mind, body, and spirit. I lost my way for a little while. Who was it? Madness? Somebody made a comment saying that they were a completely different person before all this spiritual stuff. I was like, yeah, my evolution has been pretty colorful in itself. You like my thumbnail? The thumbnail that I used, I have a whole 20 video playlist on the fraud, waste, and abuse, giving an example on a local way on how city, state in Oregon just waste just money, just indubitably. Yet the cracks of society keep getting wider. So what we got to do down here in the cracks, we got to figure out how to take care of each other and to make sure that people down here in the cracks are okay, because nobody fucking up there gives a shit about us. So we got to learn how to make things comfortable down here, in the cracks of society where nobody cares. Nobody cares about me and my 70-year-old mother. I have a freaking Bachelor of Science degree in freaking business information from Bellevue University. I could wipe my ass with it. Couple of courses in my master's degree, because you could do that at Creighton. I have no degree. I have no desire. It's a crock, dude. It's all a crock. And I freaking gave up 6 years of my life to get it, too. That education, because my brother said that that's what productive members of society do. See, because he's such a productive member of society. He's one of the most productive. He is so important in his positions and his authorities and his standings. He is just another person that hasn't given a shit about me and Mom for years and years. That's why I started making these videos. Because I'm like, I don't know how to fucking make friends. I don't know where to find people like me. Because wherever I go, I have pictures. I like to take pictures, and I post pictures on Snapnax. And I've been a lot of places. I've lived a lot of places. I've had a lot of life experience, and God's given me, through the trudging, the turmoils of the blahs, He's giving me the opportunity to see a lot of really freaking rad shit. And so I've captured it. And I share it. And I bring it home and I show Mom. So she gets to live that way, vicariously. Because she had a stroke when she was 38. I knew that I was going to be her caregiver. I knew it. When I was 15 when she had her stroke, and I promised I'd never put her in a home. I just didn't realize it was going to happen when I was 40. Where I couldn't leave her. Didn't realize I thought I was going to have a little extra time, but see, you want to make God laugh, you tell him your plans. You tell him what you plan, how you... Nah. But we're spiritual beings having a human experience. So, in this incarnation, I've had the opportunity to have a lot of life experience. Now other people, they're having more and more life experience now. Some aren't adapting. Some are waking up to freaking karmic stuff, past life stuff. They don't even know what to do. Big old burly bear men want to wear freaking little skirts and shit. They don't even know what to do. You know? What? I'm one of them? Oh. It's weird. The timelines and storylines of freaking, you know, what people are going through. It hasn't been easy for me, man, because I was so programmed. You go to work, you do this, you participate, you do this, and you do all these things, and then sometimes you can have a little fun, you know. So this is like my creative outlet. And I do other stuff because I have a hard time with living the same day over and over. So I got to mix things up. One way I do it was with food. I make different food. I'll find a recipe, and then I mix it up. I modify. I come up with... Mom's always saying we should make a cookbook. Margie's Marvelous Meals. Margie and Mom's Marvelous Meals. And I like to make desserts because I'll get 2 different kinds of ice cream, a few different kinds of topping, you know. Just do it up, man. Do it up. If you're going to do it up, right? I'm April 9th. People born on April 9th. We're freaking pretty fun people. It's about to be my birthday season. Yeah. So, and there's another important moon coming up. Aren't they all? Shit. I'm like, dude, all my days are the same. The only thing that breaks it up is when I get stuff in the mail, but the fucking idiots of the post office can't get shit to me. I can't make this stuff up, man. It's just stupid. It's stupid because I've gotten mail with that address. So why is there a fucking problem? They're dumb. Did you see that freaking podunk freaking show up at the Bed Bath and was it Body Works? Was it Bath and Body Works? Because somebody walked too close to somebody. They straight up freaking got in a physical... That's what I've been talking about for like a year, and then it's just weird to see it really manifest. People don't know how to hold their shit. You don't put your fucking hands on people. I don't care how close they get to you. People just like, where the fuck... You didn't... You know what? My parents didn't teach me jack shit. My parents neglected me. My parents taught me to be painfully independent. To the point that I went into the United States Air Force and I became a mechanic. And I'm trained in all sorts of systems. And then I went to college and became an IT professional, a computer aficionado. Professional, whatever. And then I worked for some of the biggest companies in the world. I put myself intentionally and put myself and worked in these places because I wanted to learn about the people that worked at places like that. And they're all the fucking same. People that work in academia, it's a mindset. They're all the same. And if they don't work in this one, they're going to work in that one. It's all a culture. And people got out of hand. And you know what? And being an IT professional, you know what? The VPs, they all have porn on their computers, and they don't have enough fucking sense or respect for people to go buy their own computers and just watch that shit on their shit. It was so annoying. I get so annoyed. I'm like, dude, this is fucking filthy. This is the fourth time I've had to clean up his machine because he's watching freaking porn, and I don't even want to touch his keyboard, you know? Because all the heads do it, and a lot of the salesmen do it too. Yeah. VPs and salesmen. It's just their ego. They don't care. They do what they want. The whole world's just run by freaking perverts, dude. I'm freaking sick of it. Who's pissy? Anyway. What else? Thank you. That's funny. You're more what do I have it? Luna, stop being pissy. Libra are cool. I think Libra are cool. Zach's talk was reading Manly P. Hall. Seems like kids, dudes I hung out with in high school read that. It seems very, very oddly familiar to me. We used to have freaking fry parties and shit like that. Dose on Ellis and freaking sit around, listen to freaking acid rock and eat some freaking. They start out freaking. We do crazy eating dry ice and stuff like that. Just whatever. It's good. I'll just try. Just gotta experience stuff, man. Never hurting anybody. Never harming anybody. Never going out and driving around putting people in harm's way and stuff like that. So Libra, my yesterday my video was the dog. That's Obi dog. Obi was when I got hung up a couple years back on my same flame journey. It was Nora, Obi's person. And she hates me, but she sells their calendars. So I always promote her and tell people to go, like, because when people get holiday calendars, just Obi's a good dog. So's Truman and Nog, and I'd never met the cat, but I'm sure she seems like a cool cat. Oh, I like cats, so Elska or whatever. Anyway. Tell them I recommend people go over and buy calendars. Just say hi to Obi. Tell them not so large Marge sent ya, cause I'm blocked. I can't. but she was Libra. But see, everybody has theirs, but they all have their other planets, right? And it's all a matter of balance. See, because me out of balance is someone I don't even like. When I drink, when I just self-will run riot, that's arid. That's me in my full power. But all the rest of the air and water in my signs aren't freaking cool with it. They're like, no, dude. So a lot of times I'm steam. And I got a lot of full force in steam. Anyway, so I was a little too much for old Nora. God bless her, you know. I mean, it was just like, dude, I don't know. There's a lot of misunderstandings to it. Whatever. When there's misunderstanding, that's just God just putting roadblocks in saying, dude, it ain't you, dude. It ain't for you, man. It ain't for you, you knucklehead. But there was a lot of synchronicities and stuff like that. And we met and hung out, and I don't know if she gave it the old college try. I think I was just a guinea pig. I've been a guinea pig a lot to win, because I'm like a freaking, I don't know, I'm like a female, but I'm balanced in my masculine. But I don't want to be a man. And that's not a common mix. So some women find that oddly attractive. Some men find it oddly monogamous being. I don't think God wants people freaking rubbing chakras with a bunch of other people. I don't think that's how God planned it. So, you know, and if when I do meet the yin to my yang, yang to my yin, not at the same time, I hope, whatever, you know, I don't want to have to tell stories about how I used to be a trash bag. You know, how I used to be a slut, how I have all this energetic karmic energy. Ain't nobody gonna come back into my DMs after I'm in a relationship and be like, hey, I missed out on where to catch you were. That ain't gonna happen. So I don't have wreckage, you know. One of the biggest relationships I was in, it was on and off for like 8 years, but there was like periods of like a year in there that we would just ignore each other, and we had to see each other a lot too. But I could ignore anybody and everybody. I learned how from the best from my mom. Anyway, so she's buried, so I ain't gonna freaking ever talk to her again, you know. I wished her well, and she's married to a freaking baby-eating Jesuit, freaking dirty Philly cop. Fucking, you know. He's a total scumbag, dude. This is like, you know, circuit speakers, I tell you what, I don't care who or what they're for. There's some in there dirty perverts, and there's just predators in every group, you know it? And I just know how to fucking find them, because I was given life experience. I was given a lot of life experience. And I can still manage to keep a smile on my face. Some days I get mad. Why? Why is this my life? Why? Because I know choices I made got me here, and I know some choices I made didn't get me here. You know, I mean, it's just all divine. I've always been a person that even my brother makes fun of me. You just have always followed your heart, and you've always been a dreamer. Well, that's because people I know haven't done me much favor, and he's made comments about that too. People haven't done you a whole lot of favors in life, Marge. Until an earth angel freaking came forward and started spoiling me rotten, you know. And it's just like, because I don't have nobody to freaking, I'm not going to inherit nothing from my parents, except for the looks on my face, and the attitudes, and how I see things. I am my father's daughter. He's Aries. He's March 25th. He's a different kind. See, he's all the things I could be if I just live from my ego, but I try to live from my spirit. I really, really do. God. The guidance and direction of God. And I get angry and I curse and I lash out. Sometimes I cuss God out. He and I have a very open relationship. And he always loves me, because you know what? He's never... Anyway. So... That sounds like Nora. Yeah, she's pretty girly, but tough as nails. We even talked again for a little while right before. I sent her an email and said, you can have Oregon. I'm done. It doesn't want me anymore. It never did. Places don't want me to be there. Places don't want me to be there because I believe that if they did want me to be there, they wouldn't make things so uncomfortable. That being, you know. But it's not just me. It's all divine. If shit's supposed to get to me, it's gonna get to me. And if it's not, it's not, you know? I just don't understand. It's been like this my whole life, and you think I would get used to it by now. One would think I would get used to it by now, but no, I never get used to not with just weird shit happening. Oh well, what you gonna do, yeah? What else happened in the news? So much seismic activity. I'm like, I wonder what the Earth is gonna look like next. Because there's gonna be something freaking where the freaking all the stuff that I've seen in the geography books and all the pictures I've ever seen. We're gonna see more of that stuff. And I think a lot of this stuff that I've seen, it hasn't happened over erosion and things that, I think a lot of this stuff, because of force and pressure, it's happened like in an instant. Or not, the earth is changing at because people keep thinking about it, because we make this stuff happen, man. And dude, we're about to come into the stormy season. So I wonder what storms like are going to be in northern New Mexico. So, because I live in the wide open plains, and I spent 15 years in freaking Omaha, and I drove around in Nebraska, and I drove around all over the Midwest. Got a lot of really cool thunderstorm pictures and stuff too. So, I'm curious. I'm excited. Just to see, because it's my first, it was my first winter here. And I guess they used to get like 2 feet of snow here, It gets real dry here. I'm like, well, dude, snow doesn't like melt and go in the ground. Snow evaporates more that way. It doesn't, So I wonder, I don't know. I guess, and it doesn't matter what the weather's like now, because people are always saying that it changes all the time anyway. It's not like it used to be. So, the world is changing. I think about people that I used to know, because I talked to one guy. I talked to one person. 2 people. And mom. Like from my old life, And I just see people on social media, and I see where they are, and they're just all in the program still. And I just look like a crazy person to them. Because they don't listen to talks by, like, Jesse Zaboter, and they don't know about freaking satanic cult rituals and things like that. And they work, and they sustain their livelihoods on the entities and powers that are sustained on those things. So of course, in Omaha, Nebraska, it's like one of the biggest. It's like a freaking. It's like a hub for human trafficking. And then the zoo right there. Oh my lawn. All the Olympic stuff. It's just a very, very hard energy. I had a hard time there. I got fat. I was almost 200 pounds. If I'm not careful, I'll be there. No, I've been dancing around. I think I'm going to do a cleanse. Oh, Navy, CB, oh, your dad was in Aries. My dad was a merchant marine, and he was yeah, like I. I've been guided all over the United States. You watch Gina, the UFO lady? She's funny. She's got a, and you know what? Even her husband was Air Force, and I think they're retired because they got the good assignments too. Because I've heard her talk about Hickam Air Force Base. That's Hawaii. I could have probably gone to Germany because my freaking aunts, it's all bloodlines and stuff. You got all the good assignments by just. I couldn't even freaking do 6 because of the swinging dicks. And it had nothing to do with policies or procedures. It had more to do with who's in charge and how they feel that day, and don't you know who they are? And I never gave a fuck. They were some old D-bag fucking scumbag who hadn't seen his own wiener without the aid of a mirror for probably 15, 20 years. Wife lost all respect for him and attraction to him. So now they're shoving down freaking Viagra and then freaking wasting people's tax money by freaking flying all over the United States and all over the world. For your own safety. It's a big fucking crock. And she's a total military wife. Oh my god. was not for me. It's just more club. It's just more rules, and then I see some people get by with some shit. I had to go freaking work out every day. I was on the Chunky Chicken Club. Fat dudes telling me that I need to go work out at the gym, and what happened was I got really fit. They all stayed fat, but they all made rank, and I got out. It was just freaking bullshit, dude. And then once I was in Operation Iraqi bullshit, and I realized what I was a part of, and I was like, no, 6 only. But people can buy their razors, their vehicles, all their ATVs and all their freaking cars and all their, and they can, buy a house in every city they've ever been stationed in, and it's not industrial, but it serves more people, so doesn't matter about all the fucking people is fucked up. It doesn't matter that I got 6 fucking anthrax vaccines. 6 in 3 months. So you think I'm going to get on any other vaccine boat? No. Fuck their shots. Dude, I don't got to take them no more. They already done took my livelihood. I can't go to work. I can't leave mom. So it's like, whatever. I mean, when I moved to Oregon, I couldn't get a job at a fucking gas station. I'm like, really? It's all about who you know. Because my resume is pretty fucking rad. So that's when I was like, oh shit, everything is a club. And that's why I fit in so good in Omaha, is because I was in the I worked at big clubs. And see, you go to a fucking podunk piss town, they want to keep their stuff circle small. Keep it like how things have always been done. And don't change nothing. And then people can't get their fucking mail in 2021. It's just like, no wonder, dude. No wonder the whole world is going to shit, because people are really stupid. They don't know how to problem solve. Zach he said that. I already thought about what I was going to talk about, and then he mentioned it, and I was like, yeah, we on the same frequency, Zach. Because people don't know how to think for themselves. All they know how to do is reference what they've been told at some point. They don't know how to figure stuff out. Changing a tire? I mean, come on, basic freaking, I know how to do a lot of shit, dude. I'm knowledgeable in a lot of areas. I might not know how to have relationships with other human beings, but I'm someone that people would want to know when the fucking world was ending. Especially with what my job was, my career field in the Air Force. I mean, shit, I fucking fixed generators and shit, for Christ's sake, There's not really anything I can't fix. Luna, is that you? In computer technology? I mean, it's just, come, give me a break. She's over here whining her little guts out. Luna. I don't think I get it all mixed up, because some of them I got 4 dogs. Some of them I took out before their dinner. Some of them I took out after. Alright. I guess that's time. It's never up to me. Anyway. Hey, thanks for hanging out. I feel better. I always feel better when I plug in with other people. It's when I'm in my own head all day long, it causes a great deal of discomfort. So I try to be, stay busy, but it's just like shit. I get tired of freaking just cleaning shit. That is like that's my what to do. Yeah, and then I can paint a picture every now and again, but I just am used to being way more active, and I am to be still and going within right now, and that is not a vibrational frequency that has ever been comfortable on me. But God has blessed us, I mean, at least I can get some sun and lay in the sun without going outside. Hey! Don't you be staunchy. And I got these freaking knuckleheads to freaking drive me crazy every day. I love them so much. So, thanks for hanging out. It's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day.